Well, I mean, we do have 4 core commodities that we look for in preference to others. In the base and precious metals is basically copper and gold. And in the bulk materials, it's metallurgical coal and potash. Copper and gold because, copper is just a, noblest of all metals. It's electrifying China, multiple diversity of uses. It's powering the whole infotech revolution, which is continuing. So it's outperformed everything for the past 10 or 15 years, and we believe will continue to outperform everything. And it's heavily, of course, associated with the electric vehicle battery metals complex. So it's really got a very strong growth profile, copper. And it's actually got a poor supply profile going forward, So we expect the price of copper to be under tension there for some time. So that's copper, that's why we're there. It's hard to find. As far as gold is concerned, well, you can never ever have enough gold, It's a commodity, it's a currency, it's a store of value. It's a hedge against inflation and geopolitical uncertainty and that type of thing. So gold has not lost any sort of its luster at all or attractiveness to us. So you can never have enough of it. Did you know half of the world's exploration dollars actually goes into gold, and yet it only makes up maybe 15-20% of the total commodity sort of supply and demand, yet half the world's exploration dollars goes into it. So, we want to be as long as we can on gold. In terms of metallurgical coal, steel industry, infrastructure growing, so therefore, and that steel industry will continue to grow, and it needs a diet of high quality hard coking coal. There is no substitute for that. So you can get into that market, you can get out of that market. It's not, yes, it might be dominated by BNP and some of the bigger guys, but there's plenty of opportunities for the smaller independents, if you like, to get into that metallurgical coal space. So we think, long, strong demand, and a shortage of supply there in terms of particularly that higher quality end of the coking coal spectrum. Don't want to get too much detail here. As far as potash is concerned, potash, it's a fertiliser. So people are, the world population is increasing. There's less arable land. People have got higher requirements, higher dietary requirements, if you like, that type of thing. So, and people are, living longer and eating more. And I'm living proof of that. I mean, IMARC is just terrific. I mean, the growth has been spectacular. The attendance is brilliant. The number of, the visitors, the guests, the sponsors, the exhibitors, the presentations and so on, just been outstanding. I mean, it is genuinely world class. So therefore, you cannot not attend, it's a must do on the calendar. Now for us, of course, as a buyer of assets, a developer of assets, an improver of assets, and ultimately a seller of assets, we have to be here. It's very important for us to be here, have strong representation here. We're happy, as always, to do the presentations and various other things like that. And a lot of our customers are here. A lot of our country people, the representatives from Zambia. We've got people here from Europe and Eastern Europe. We've got people here from Chile, of course. A big delegation here, and we're heavy investors in South America and Chile in particular. So I think actually that's why we're here, and we just have to be here. So I think it's just been brilliant. Look, to be honest, there are. Yes, there are. I mean, not naming names, but we actually have a pipeline group headed by Tony Menini, always looking at things. They're always out there looking at things, and people are always bringing things to us, as you would expect. That's the way it all works. But we have seen some things here at IMARC that we're following up. Some things that we've actually seen before, we're following up. Some things we've actually seen for the first time, But again, it's not just sort of pipeline prospects and projects and operations and so on that you see here, but it's all of the, the equipment, services, suppliers, advisors, consultants, and again, just terrific to be able to have it all in the one spot. So you can actually, you can get so much work done by being here, by touching on all of those things, all the way from the representatives from those countries, for example, Chile or Zambia, all the way through to quite detailed project evaluation, through to catching up with drilling companies and so on and so forth. So yes, it's a bit of an all-round thing, quite versatile.